There are moments in sport when even the strongest look fragile, when champions, despite years of dominance, seem like shadows of their former selves. This isn't about stats or lap times. This is about the raw, vulnerable reality of being human under pressure. And right now, Lewis Hamilton is wearing that reality like a weight. What we saw after Hungary wasn't just a bad qualifying, it was the visible unravelling of a legend, still searching for himself inside that red suit. What went wrong in quali? He muttered. I'm just useless. He repeated it, louder this time, and those 3 words felt heavier than any mechanical failure ever could. It was honestly difficult to hear. Watching Lewis, once the epitome of composure and control, unravel after just 14 races in red was something few of us expected this early. It hurts to witness because deep down none of us want to see this version of him. And sadly, this isn't a new pattern. Last year in Monza, I still remember him walking away from his car and admitting, I'm not that great in qualifying. And then earlier this year, 15 thousandths of a second away from Q3, again, he called himself useless. I get it. Confidence is everything in F1. Hungary in particular is brutal, an unforgiving track where milliseconds decide your fate. If you can't find rhythm and trust in the car, you're done. The Ferrari SF25 has never really suited Lewis, and here it showed again. No matter how iconic the circuit or how familiar it once felt, everything changes when the car beneath you doesn't respond. For someone like Lewis, these are the tracks, Canada, Silverstone, Hungary, where you'd expect the magic to return. But the way Ferrari behaves, the way it demands a completely different driving style, it's like asking a pianist to play the same song on a broken piano. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc put it on pole. That only made things worse. To be fair, Ferrari wasn't even supposed to be quick here. Cold temps and low grip should have left them struggling. But somehow Leclerc threaded the needle and outpaced Aston Martin, Mercedes, even McLaren, who looked like they were flying in another dimension. The reality, Lewis should have made Q2, but without confidence you can't push, and when the grid is this tight, any hesitation sends you packing. Unless you're in a McLaren, there's no cushion for error. People always say, Lewis, remember who you are. And while that's uplifting, past glories don't drive the car today. He's been doing everything possible, pushing himself relentlessly. This year, by his own admission, has been the most intense of his life, both on and off track. The effort isn't the issue. The frustration is that the outcome doesn't reflect the grind. Falling at the same hurdle again and again starts to feel soul-crushing. And let's be honest, we've all been there. Doubt is human, but as Lewis himself once said, it's not about how you fall, it's about how you rise. He's done it so many times, rising from setbacks that would have crushed most. We've seen him down before, only to return with drives that silenced critics and redefined what was possible. This Hungary interview, though, it was raw, maybe the lowest we've ever seen him emotionally. But here's the thing. He's always been transparent about his battles. Even before his Ferrari debut in Australia, he said the pressure he puts on himself outweighs anything the media or fans could ever apply. Lewis has never been someone to bottle things up. In his early career, he didn't know how to deal with disappointment. He's spoken openly about isolating himself for days after poor performances, mentally punishing himself, replaying mistakes on a loop. But over time, he's tried to change that. He's learned how to channel those feelings instead of letting them consume him. He knows that one bad weekend doesn't define his talent, and maybe, just maybe, this kind of brutal self-talk is part of his process. Like when he used to tell Bono, "My tyres are gone," right before setting fastest lap after fastest lap. Maybe these verbal jabs at himself light a fire no one else can. It could also be that I'm overthinking it, but I don't think I am. Lewis has always been his own harshest critic. For newer fans, it might seem like he's lost forever, but history says otherwise. He often finds strength when everyone doubts him most. He's built his career on grit, turning pain into performance. He's never needed external motivation. He manufactures his own. That's what made him so great for so long. But lately, something feels different. This isn't just a dip in performance. The sparkle is missing. Sometimes he seems genuinely lost. There's a weight behind his eyes that suggests this isn't just about lap times, it's about something deeper. And we all know when it started. Abu Dhabi, 2021. Those final races were Hamilton at his peak, flawless in Brazil, bulletproof in Qatar, ice cold in Jeddah, and perfect in Abu Dhabi. Until the system failed him. He did everything right, but in the final minutes, fairness was thrown out the window. One man's decision flipped the script. Since then, he's carried that invisible burden. Publicly, he says he's moved on, but anyone who knows racing or emotion can see the scar hasn't healed. And then his team, Mercedes, abandoned him when he needed them most. There was no fight, no outrage. Would Niki Lauda have stayed silent? Absolutely not. And as if that wasn't enough, the team built him 3 straight years of uncompetitive machinery, ignoring his feedback, dismissing his experience. For someone who gave that team everything, that betrayal cuts deep. He looked reborn at Silverstone last season. For a moment, the fire returned, but it's fleeting. He needs something to believe in again. He's had chances this season, moments where things could have clicked, but every time Ferrari found a way to ruin it. Wrong strategy at Silverstone, missed radar reads in Australia, mechanical issues, poor pit stops. This car, the SF25, is a nightmare. Its performance window is minuscule, and when it drops off, it collapses entirely. For a precision driver like Hamilton, that kind of unpredictability is the worst-case scenario. He's had some highs, sure. A brilliant race at Silverstone, a gritty recovery in Belgium. He's been closer to Leclerc than people think. But Hungary was another setback, and it's hard to build momentum when the car keeps betraying you. He still looks out of sync with the Ferrari, especially in quali where everything needs to click. And now as we head into the summer break, he's left trying to rebuild again. It's tough watching this version of Lewis because for so many of us, he was the entry point into Formula One, the guy who transcended racing. To see him broken like this isn't just sad, it's disorienting. And his latest interviews, they sound like someone preparing to walk away. But I'm not ready to give up on him. Not yet. Somewhere in there is the old Lewis, the guy who made you believe anything was possible. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but he's still there. For now, all he can do is step away, reset, and come back recharged. There are 10 races left, 10 chances to rediscover something, and if he can do that, it might just carry him into 2026 with a clean slate and a new dawn. This first Ferrari season has been anything but smooth. What looked like a dream pairing has been full of bumps. But Hamilton's story has never been a straight line. His legacy has always been forged in the fire of comebacks. The grid needs him. The sport needs him. Because when Lewis Hamilton is switched on, the entire world takes notice. Here's hoping he finds that spark again. I still believe he will. If this video resonated with you, drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. What do you think? Can Hamilton bounce back after summer break? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.